Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a very different introduction to what I'm used to doing. But it's just because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's the 31st of March, so it's the last day of Expo. Tomorrow everything closes. So since I'm here, I'll show you guys a few extracts. But today I'm so excited for this video. It's another Moroccan Ramadan recipe, I guess you can say. It's the Moroccan MAKROUT, which is basically this semouline dough stuffed with date paste, and it is so good, so crispy and nice and sweet, and it's super simple to make, super easy, uses very basic ingredients, but they taste amazing. They're a little bit more on the time consuming side, but they taste amazing all the same, and they're so worth the effort. So let's show you guys the video. To make the Moroccan MAKROUT, here we have a 500 grams of semouline, 160 milliliters of mixed oil and butter, so 80 milliliters oil, 80 milliliters melted butter, a cup of water, a tablespoon of flour just to help just to help mix the whole mixture come together, a pinch of salt. And for the filling, here we have 250 grams of date paste. This is already pre-made. You can make it at home, but just to save some time. 50 grams of roasted and crushed almonds, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 15 grams of butter, and a tablespoon of orange blossom water. So first step, in a ginormous bowl, we're going to put in the semouline and the flour and the salt. Before adding in the butter oil mixture, we're just going to give it a gentle mix. Now we add in the butter oil, and we're going to mix it. My hands are clean, so I'm just gonna have to mix it by hand. I'm gonna do this technique. So this looks about done, and you should get like a wet sand kind of consistency. Now we're going to set this aside and let all of these flavors absorb each other and move on to the next step. So while our semouline absorbs the butter oil mixture, now we're going to work on our date paste. In a bowl, we're going to put in the date paste. To the date paste, we're going to add in the cinnamon, as well as the almonds. We're going to add in the butter. And now we're just going to mix everything together. You can use a glove, but I'm just going to use my hands since they're clean. Now we're going to add just a little bit of the orange blossom water, not all of it, because we might end up having a runny dough. We kind of don't want that. And we're just going to start mixing it in. Now that we have our date paste all mixed in together, we're going to grab just a small bit, and we're going to make small balls like these. And we're going to continue doing this process until we run out of dough. So this batch yielded quite the amount. Now we're going to move on to the next step, which is to form a dough. So we're going to start by adding in the water. We're going to add half this quantity first. And we're going to knead, but just using the fingers. We're going to add, we ended up adding a quarter first. Now we're going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add the remainder half now. So we're gonna end up having to add a little bit more than that cup, just so that we can form the dough. And don't worry if you see it runny right now, because semouline does absorb a lot of liquid. And after we're done working the dough, we're just going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it absorb for an hour and a half, up to 2 hours. So I'll see you guys in about like an hour and a half, an hour, depends on how much time I actually have. But you need to let it absorb all the liquid. We cannot work with it right now as it is. So it's been about 1.5 to 2 hours. And here's our dough. It's easily shapeable. So now we're going to start shaping the... So we're just going to flatten it out. And we'll take one of these date balls. And we're going to close it in. So we're just going to cover it until you don't see the date anymore, and you're just going to roll it. And you can shape it however you want. I'm gonna be using this. So you put it on top of the surface. I'm gonna insert this, and here we go. Now we're going to place it in the tray, and we're going to repeat this process again. So once you've shaped all of the makrot, and this recipe produced about 46 pieces, we still have a little bit of date paste left over. But now we're just gently going to lift it. Since the oil has heated, we dropped one for testing. And now we're just going to fry them. And just one thing to note down is that make sure that it's not on high heat, because I mean the first batch is going to take a little bit of time to cook or fry, but then it gets like later on it doesn't take as much time. But make sure that it is not on high heat. So once it becomes golden brown on one side, we flip it to the other. Now that they're golden brown on both sides, we're going to take them out and also put them in the honey. So we're just going to push them down so that they can absorb the honey. This looks brown, but it's actually not burned. This is just the date paste. Now we're just going to repeat this with the rest of with the other batches, and we're going to repeat the same process until we run out of makrot. So this is what it looks like now that it has cooled down and everything. We've garnished it with some of these flowers, but it looks so nice and golden brown. I'll just grab this one to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see from the inside, it looks really nice, and it sticks, which means, I mean, it absorbed the honey, and it's nice and golden brown. So I cannot taste it right now because I'm fasting, but it is. I did try it while we were making it, and it's nice, and it has a slight crisp to it, and it's nice and sweet, but it's not very sweet. So overall, I highly recommend making this. So this brings us to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you just you give it a try. And if you do like my content, then please continue to support me. can do this by subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell, liking and commenting, as well as following me on social media, which is Instagram, TikTok, and Discord. Everything will be linked down in the description box. And I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.